Hello everyone and welcome back to NeoBurgh, our Transport Fever 2 playthrough, where we're playing in the region of NeoBurgh, named after our larger city, Burgh Le Marsh. And as you can see, we are growing Burgh Le Marsh quite well. We have a new area for public transport, and we can see that the quadrants which we implemented last time are working quite well. What I would like to do is replicate that on the other cities that we've got in the area. So I think I'll give that a try on Alford. So Alford currently has a circular line and all the north to south, east to west lines as well. North the Alford line is actually a little bit smaller because the city is a bit smaller. Where Burgh Le Marsh is quite spread out, Alford is a little bit smaller. That doesn't mean that we couldn't necessarily put in a quadrant system here, but I don't know whether it's necessary. Let's give it a try and see how it goes. So first off, we need to upgrade the building for Alford. I'm just going to put a couple of sides in here, and then some smaller ones. See how that goes. And we'll need to put in a road here. That will most likely need to be electric tram line. That plug in there and down here. And then we can put in our bus stop here. Hopefully. Maybe not. We might need to move this a little bit. In fact, we can use that road that we put in there as the road through, so we'll just change this slightly, put this more centrally. And then we can put in space for the full quadrants and the lines through here. So number 3 would need to move over here. Remove the avenue. And then line number 5 would also need to move over here. Remove the avenue. And what I'll just do is put in tram lines through. So that hopefully these can get some use. Right. So if we were going to do a similar thing, northeast, northwest, southwest, southeast quadrants, we would first need to ensure that these are moved over, which they are. That's good. Okay. So it's probably best to have a line coming out this way. Go up there. And then we can bring it back in over here. Yep. Back in over here. And then we can use that one, same as the other lines are, on the way back. So we've got our lines going through here. In fact, we can utilize that one for this as well. So there we go. We've got our first line. Let's just make that a little bit easier to see. It's the yellow line going around this quadrant. This would be, I should have these similar to the naming scheme that we've got over here. So if we take, this would be the northeast quadrant line, and this would be counterclockwise. But this is for ALF, for Alford. Alford quadrant, northeast. There we go. And then we'll do a similar thing going the other way. These aren't actually tram tracks, so I don't know whether they'll be able to use it. But we can hopefully upgrade this route through. Oh, these are... No, I don't want bus lanes, sorry. I want tram tracks. Whoops. Almost put the entirely wrong thing on. Right. So this would be the clockwise line. That goes round correctly. Jolly good. Let's just move these ones, so put that one on number 9 maybe, or number 10. So we've got number 1 and number 10 being the outer lines. Bus routes for the southeast quadrant. So we could have that come through this way. I think that would be quite good. And then come down here. Can use one of these. And then maybe go through here and use that one that we're already got set up. That'll be quite good. So let's just make sure that's on tram tracks. It is up to here. I'll just do a through line there. Right, so if we did a line going this way, and then it goes up here and back through. Did I do that on the right one? No, I didn't. Line 2 needs to move from there to there. And it also needs to come through these, like so. So hopefully that will cover a decent amount of the area for the southeast quadrant. So I'll just copy that. Pop it onto... Oh wait, did I take the right one? I don't think I did. Here, but call it the southeast quadrant. This one's going clockwise. Would be number 3. There we go. And then this one would be number 4, counterclockwise, like so. Let's just add the street entrance and exit here, just to reduce how much actually has to use the other way. And then put a passenger terminal waiting area. Right, so we've done the east side of the city. We just need to do now the west side of the city. So if we pop in maybe a bus stop over here, and then we can use those other 2 bus stops actually quite easily. I think that works quite well. So we'll have that come down this way, and then up into the southwest quadrant. And then they have a choice of whether they go back that way, or we could even allow them to come through this way and back that way. Or we could even open up that bit. Hold on a second. Isn't this also the... Yeah, we're doing it off of this road, not this road. Ah, my mistake. Okay. So, we would actually want the stops to potentially be up here as well. And then we'll have it come back. So it'll go out and back. Up here, out that way. Yeah, that looks good. Right, so this line will be going up this one, through here that way, and then out this way, like so. Let's just make sure those are tram lines. They are not. Right. So if we go into this one, this is the southwest quadrant. And is this one... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's kind of clockwise. However, that would be number 5. And then this would be counterclockwise, number 6. Right, this one's going to be a little bit trickier because we've got quite main roads coming through and we don't necessarily want to use the main roads. So if we do maybe one stop here, going up, go out this way, come down here, come back this way. That would probably be the best way through, and we'll actually upgrade that through as well. Alright, so final lines. So this would be for number 2, going up this way. And then going back. And this one would be for number 9. Going out this way and coming back. Let's just upgrade this bit as tram track as well. There we go. So this one will be the northwest. And is this one? This is counterclockwise. Number 7. This one will be clockwise, number 8. And let's just make sure these roads are all upgraded. So I want to make sure that these are upgraded so that they're the highest speeds. For the vehicles coming through here. And we created 4. So if we put 2 on each, we would need 8. So that's the northeast. Northeast. Oh no, we'll need 16. Northwest, northwest. We'll need another 8 of those. So southwest, southwest. Are some of these not tram lines? Do we have an issue with tram lines going through here somewhere? One of these must be missing tram lines because we can't put it on the southeast one, which would be this line somewhere. There. Southeast, here we go. Let's just double check that we got all of those. So northeast, northeast, northwest, northwest, southeast, southeast, southwest, southwest. Yep. How come only one of these is coming through this way? That's interesting. Can they not come through this way? There we go. I think that's sorted it now. I hope that's sorted it now. It's not quite sorted it, has it? Number 4 needs to be number 2. Yeah. No, I don't understand why it's just turning around and going back. Why they don't go out and come back. There we go. That should have fixed it a bit. So we should make these bus lines actually because they're quite busy. Roads. There we go. So we'll have to wait and see, but that should have a similar effect as the Alford, the Burgh Le Marsh lines having the quadrant set up. So I'm excited to see how that actually changes things up. Hopefully we didn't affect this line too much. No, I think it literally just goes back that way anyway. Yeah, it does. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's worked quite well. Let's just up the speed a little bit and see how that helps. Hold on. Why did that train not come through here? What? That train didn't stop. It's going to the Portree Annex. Hold on. What? I don't know what just happened there, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. As for things through Alford, hopefully these are going to get a little bit busier. We'll have to wait and see how they do. But I'm quietly hopeful that they will actually start to see a lot more usage from this public transport line. do, of course, have to go over the level crossings, which isn't great. But it's also not the worst thing in the world. These could maybe do with upgrading, especially where they're on bus lanes. It's effectively one lane going through. Should really improve things going to Burgh Le Marsh, considering we've upgraded that side of things. While we're here, I want to just upgrade things here for the Burgh Le Marsh, the Alford cargo line. So I think what we'll do is, number one, split it out to the different spots. Actually give it a much wider area. So what I think we'll do is we will expand this. That should be fine. And then we need to put in entrances for these, exits along the same sort of route. And then if we just do connections in to these roads. Then we've got a lot more space to use. So the current lines go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Quite a few actually. Stops here. So if we remove what we've got currently and then remove these lines. So remove number 1. Oh, that's the rail line. We don't want to remove that. And then what we can do is, if we remove what's maybe not necessarily remove, but expand on what's currently here, so it's not really crossing over. So for example, this one I think we can get rid of. So I think we'd need one down here, which we already do actually have. In fact, let's just start afresh. So if we get rid of these current cargo drop-off points, it should allow us to go in with a fresh mind as to where we're putting cargo. So ironically, I think down here is quite a good spot for one. So that will cover that area. And we've got stuff here which isn't covered by that, annoyingly. So I think where we had one here, that's also quite a good spot. It just then needs to be covered over here. So if we maybe put one in here. So we're covering this area. Are we covering up here? Not really, not so far. So we could put a stop up here. And then how about a stop down this way? So that should cover most of this region. We would then need a stop up this way, and a stop further out. Yeah, that should do. Sure. So if we hold on, do we have one that's a line already? I think we do, and we haven't actually used it. That's fine. We'll just add some in here. So we've got at least how many stops do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need one more line here. No, 2 more lines here. I didn't mean to do that. Number 9. We're not going to be able to put in 2 more lines here. That's interesting. Maybe we should do this slightly differently. So if we do it so that the middle one is shared by both of them, then hopefully that should allow a little bit extra space. So if we go with number 1, number 3, this one would be number 4. This one would be number 6. This one would be number 7. And then number 9 and number 10. Right, okay. So number 1 down here, number 2 up here, number 3 here, number 4 here, number 5 here, number 6 here, and number 7 here. So let's see how that, whether that helps, because it should spread out where the cargo can go. So, they've all gone down these ones. That's a bit annoying. Okay, that's fine. Use this one in number 3, please. This one in number 4. That one's already on number 4. That one in number 6. That one in number 7. This one in number 9. This one in number 10. Right, okay, so these ones would be sharing number 2. These ones would be sharing number 5. These ones would be sharing number 8. And then this one gets its own one in number 11. So we want these all to fill up. On the final products. Fill up on the final ones. Fill up. Oh, we want them to be waiting 30 seconds, don't we? Because if they wait too long, then they may be blocking what's not going to come for a while. That waits for 30 seconds. This waits for 30 seconds. This waits for 30 seconds. This waits 30 seconds as well. There we go. So we just need to put those vehicles back on those lines. Ah. Oh dear, I see. How many of those do we have? 30, and there's 7 lines, isn't there? Let's try with 5 a time. Line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5, and line 6. And then if we get 5 more of those vehicles, line 7. So hopefully that will get a little bit more use. Although all of them are coming out this one for some reason, which is a little bit odd. Actually, that one, line number 2. Yeah, this one would be better off going onto this line. So if we just swap over this one and this one, then hopefully that will be better for it. I also want to edit how this works a little bit. So if we kind of take this road out a little bit, take that out, put this back in. So road here connects in there, connects in there. this will come out this way, connect in there, come out that way, connect in there, and then we'll put the drop-off point back in here. Hopefully that should go back to the way it was, so that's fine. And then hopefully that should mean that traffic goes around a little bit better here. Yeah, they're using the second one now as well, rather than just the first. Let's just see how that works. We've got a lot of vehicles that are going to be changing around. Just need to name these: cargo, road, Alford, number, pretty sure this one's the first one. Let's just colour them with variations of red and pink. Number 2. Oh, of course we're doing cargo. That's the way that we're doing it. So this is 01. Yeah, there's a second one available. Number 2. So the next ones would be number 31 onwards. Number 33. Number 34. No, number 35 even. There we go. And then we just need to change these road vehicles. So Alford number 1. Let's change them to be red. And then hopefully these will work a little bit better than the last lot. So we've got a load of bricks coming in. Those are spread out across those lines quite well. Annoyingly, they're not using the exits. So if we were to go into this one and add this exit, this line, add this exit, and then finally Probably this line. Add this exit. Hopefully those will spread out a little bit better. Now that they can do that. Let's use that one so it's not going all the way through. And in fact, we need another tank car train. So let's put another one on there, because this is actually going to a number of different places that are not here. The Coulsdon line is very busy. Why is it coming down that way? There, that might be a bit better. Cool. Okay, so how's this going? It's early days yet, really, but hopefully we're getting more people in. It may just take time. Oh wow, that is extremely busy. If it's busy, best use it. So we'll get some more vehicles on that line. And if we check the Alford line on the other side at Littlehampton, is everything getting through that it should? Oh, I think we've just literally picked up everything that was waiting. Ah, right, it shouldn't be waiting quite so long because it's not going to pick up any fuel from here. Because I don't think we're actually delivering any fuel here. Unless it's coming down from up this way, which I don't think it is. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. There's one line that's very busy, Coulsdon line. Let's double that up. But over here, looks like it's the Alford line that's the busiest. Dover line's fairly busy. Again, I'm guessing they're waiting a fair amount of time, which they shouldn't necessarily be doing. Let's make sure that all of those are down. It's 30 seconds because there's not going to be any fuel coming here, which will cause issues if they're having to wait. Bawtry line. Could do with another one of these, I think. Burgh Le Marsh line is very busy. But equally, it doesn't have one of these being the BRs. So if we just alter that slightly. Let's see whether that has a good effect on it. What's going on here? Oh, hang on. Got trains that are stuck somehow. I think this one's coming through and has blocked the path a little bit. No, just stop. So why is this one not coming into Littlehampton? That's a bit of a pain. Maybe if we send it back, unable to find path. Are these using one-ways? Right, send that back. And then we can put that back on the Bawtry line now. Just need to make sure that goes through. And fingers crossed that should sort that all out. Guessing we have a lot of stuff on Bawtry still. Yeah, we do. Right, that's picked up a whole load of things from Bawtry, so hopefully that will start to go down with time. Dover needs more or larger tank car trains. Let's try that. Cool. That wasn't necessarily what we're trying to focus on. So if we come back here, How is the charts doing? They're getting there. It's taking time. I would imagine that it's going to take time for this lot to distribute out as well. Cool. Okay, well, I think I'm going to leave that one there. We have done a hell of a lot for Alford down here. Hopefully these numbers will start to rise up. Destinations-wise, we're not getting a lot of use out of these, which is a bit of a pain. But we'll keep looking at it and try and sort that out. But yeah, thank you for watching, and until next time, have a good one. Thanks. Goodbye.